Welcome back. Let's try finish reading about Tesla. I start to feel tired. I was out shopping. I've been out shopping because it's Christmas in a few days. I was shopping to gift my old mom. I want to buy some coffee. Some good quality coffee and chocolate, that's some chips, snacks and candy. Just meatball and rice. I did buy 3 of this and toast and cheap butter, all kind of stuff. So I start to feel tired. I not feel so well today because I've been sleeping not very well this night. I've been dreaming crazy. I had some crazy dreams again. I don't know if I can continue reading or not touch anything. It's not always working. So I not touch anything. Let's just try continue.
Ever make it to trial, as most employees are made to sign arbitration agreements. Employees are afterwards required to resolve such disputes out of court and behind closed doors. Fremont, CA plant. According to the state's Department of Fair Employment and Housing, the Fremont factory is a racially segregated place where black employees claim they are given the most menial and physically demanding work. The accusations of racism culminated in February 2022 with the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing suing Tesla for discriminating against its black workers. In July 2021, former employee Melvin Berry received $1 million in his discrimination case in arbitration against the company after he claimed he was referred to by the N-word and forced to work longer hours at the Fremont plant. In October 2021, a jury verdict in the Owen Diaz vs. Tesla trial awarded the plaintiff $137 million in damages after he had faced racial harassment at Tesla's Fremont facility during 2015-2016. In a blog, Tesla stressed that Diaz was never really a Tesla worker, and that most uttering of the N-word were expressed in a friendly manner. In April 2022, Federal Judge William Orrick upheld the jury finding of Tesla's liability but reduced the total damage down to $15 million. Diaz was given a 2-week deadline to decide if he would collect the damages. In June 2022, Diaz announced that he would be rejecting the $15 million award, opening the door for a new trial. In April 2023, Diaz was awarded $3.2 million in the new trial. COVID-19 pandemic. Tesla's initial response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the United States has been the subject of considerable criticism. Musk had sought to exempt the Tesla Fremont factory in Alameda County, California from the government's stay-at-home orders. In an earnings call in April, he was heard calling the public health orders fascist. He had also called the public's response to the pandemic dumb and had said online that there would be 0 cases by April. In May 2020, while Alameda County officials were negotiating with the company to reopen the Fremont factory on the 18th, Musk defied local government orders by restarting production on the 11th. Tesla also sued Alameda County, questioning the legality of the orders, but backed down after the Fremont factory was given approval to reopen. In June 2020, Tesla published a detailed plan for bringing employees back to work and keeping them safe. However, some employees still expressed concern for their health. In May 2020, Musk told workers that they could stay home if they felt uncomfortable coming back to work. But in June, Tesla dismissed an employee who criticized the company for taking inadequate safety measures to protect workers from the coronavirus at the Fremont factory. 3 more employees at Tesla's Fremont factory claimed they were laid off for staying home out of fear of catching COVID-19. This was subsequently denied by Tesla, which even stated that the employees were still on the payroll. COVID-19 cases at the factory grew from 10 in May 2020 to 125 in December 2020, with about 450 total cases in that time out of the approximately 10,000 workers at the plant, 4.5%. In China, Tesla had what one executive described as not a green light from the government to get back to work but a flashing sirens police escort. Tesla enjoyed special treatment and strong government support in China, including tax breaks, cheap financing, and assistance in building its Giga Shanghai factory at breakneck speeds. Musk has praised China's way of doing things, a controversial stance due to deteriorating U.S. Chinese relations, the persecution of Uyghurs in China, and alleged human rights abuses in Hong Kong. Right to repair. In March 2023, a class action antitrust lawsuit was filed against Tesla by Virginia M. Lambrix in San Francisco, alleging that the company unlawfully monopolized the market for maintenance and repair of its vehicles in violation of the Sherman Act and California antitrust law, as a result of which owners were forced to pay super-competitive prices and suffer exorbitant wait times for maintenance services and repair parts. The lawsuit was later combined with 4 other similar suits. While 6 out of 8 alleged antitrust violations were dismissed, in June 2024 U.S. District Judge Trina Thompson allowed 2 claims to proceed, including alleged violations of California's Cartwright Act and unfair competition law, UCL, with the court finding evidence of a repairs monopoly in Tesla's designing of its vehicles to require diagnostic and software updates that only the company could provide, and evidence of a parts monopoly in Tesla's restricting original equipment manufacturers from selling to anyone other than Tesla. Criticism. Main article, Criticism of Tesla, Incorporated. Data privacy. Tesla was only the second product ever reviewed by the Mozilla Foundation which ticked all of their privacy concerns. A Tesla owner filed a lawsuit in 2023 following a Reuters report that Tesla employees shared highly invasive videos and images recorded by customers' car cameras with one another. Internal data troughs shared with various international government agencies and news organizations by former employee and whistleblower Lucas Krupski in late 2023 implicated Tesla in serious data protection lapse. The data Krupski retrieved included information about current and former Tesla staff, including passport numbers, medical details and salaries, and was readily available on internal systems that most employees had access to. As of November 2023, the Data Protection Authority in the Netherlands was investigating whether Tesla's alleged lack of internal security violated privacy laws. Short sellers. Slack is a collective of Tesla critics and short sellers who aim to shape the perception of Tesla and move its stock. In January 2020, 20% of Tesla stock was shorted, the highest at that time of any stock in the US equity markets. By early 2021, according to CNN, short sellers had lost $40 billion during 2020 as the stock price climbed much higher. Michael Burry, a short seller portrayed in The Big Short, had shorted Tesla previously via his firm Scion Asset Management, but removed his position in October 2021. Tesla's mission. According to automotive journalist Jamie Kitman, when multiple CEOs of major automotive manufacturers approached Tesla for EV technology that Musk had claimed the company was willing to share, they instead were offered the opportunity to buy regulatory credits from the company. This suggested, according to Kitman, that the company may not be as eager for the electric revolution to occur as it claims. Giga New York audit. In 2020, the New York State Comptroller released an audit of the Giga New York factory project, concluding that it presented many red flags, including lack of basic due diligence and that the factory itself produced only 54 cents in economic benefits for every $1 spent by the state. Delays. Musk has been criticized for repeated pushing out both production and release dates of products. By one count in 2016, Musk had missed 20 projections. In October 2017, Musk predicted that Model 3 production would be 5,000 units per week by December. A month later, he revised that target to sometime in March 2018. Delivery dates for the Model 3 were delayed as well. Other projects like converting supercharger stations to be solar-powered have also lagged projections. Musk responded in late 2018, "Punctuality is not my strong suit, I never made a mass-produced car. How am I supposed to know with precision when it's gonna get done?" Vehicle product issues. Recalls. On the 20th of April, 2017, Tesla issued a worldwide recall of 53,000, 70% of the 76,000 vehicles it sold in 2016 due to faulty parking brakes which could become stuck and prevent the vehicles from moving. On the 29th of March, 2018, Tesla issued a worldwide recall of 123,000 Model S cars built before April 2016 due to corrosion-susceptible power steering bolts, which could fail and require the driver to use increased force to control the vehicle. In October 2020, Tesla initiated a recall of nearly 50,000 Model X and Y vehicles throughout China for suspension issues. Soon after, in November, the NHTSA announced it had opened its investigation into 115,000 Tesla cars regarding front suspension safety issues, citing specifically 2015-2017 Model S and 2016-2017 Model X years. Cases of the Humpy wheel phenomenon, which also included Model X and the occasional Model 3 cars, have been documented through 2020. In February 2021, Tesla was required by the NHTSA to recall 135,000 Model S and Model X vehicles built from 2012 to 2018 due to using a flash memory device that was rated to last only 5 to 6 years. The problem was related to touchscreen failures that could possibly affect the rear-view camera, safety systems, autopilot and other features. The underlying technical reason is that the car writes a large amount of syslog content to the device, wearing it out prematurely. Also in February 2021, the German Federal Motor Transport Authority, KBA, ordered Tesla to recall 12,300 Model X cars because of body moldings problems. In June 2021, Tesla recalled 5,974 electric vehicles due to worries that brake caliper bolts might become loose, which could lead to loss of tire pressure, potentially increasing the chance of a crash. On the 30th of December 2021, Tesla announced that they are recalling more than 475,000 US model vehicles. This included 356,309 Model 3 Tesla vehicles from 2017 to 2020 due to rear-view camera issues and a further 119,009 Tesla Model S vehicles due to potential problems with the trunk or boot. The Model S recall includes vehicles manufactured between 2014 and 2021. Around 1% of recalled Model 3s may have a defective rear-view camera, and around 14% of recalled Model S may have the defect. The recall was not linked to a contemporaneous issue regarding the passenger play feature, which allowed games to be played on the touchscreen while the car is in motion. After an investigation was launched by the NHTSA covering 585,000 vehicles, Tesla agreed to make changes where the feature would be locked and unusable while the car is moving. In September 2022, Tesla announced that they are recalling almost 1.1 million US model vehicles because the automatic window reversal system might not react correctly after detecting an obstruction, increasing the risk of injury. In response, Tesla announced an over-the-air software fix. In February 2023, Tesla recalled its FSD software following a recommendation from NHTSA. The recall applied to approximately 360,000 cars. NHTSA found that FSD caused unreasonable risk when used on city streets. In March 2023, about 3,500 Model Y Teslas were recalled for a bolting issue concerning the car's second row seats. In December 2023, following a 2-year-long investigation by the NHTSA, Tesla issued a wider recall on all vehicles equipped with any version of AutoSteer, including 2012-2023 Model S, 2016-2023 Model X, 2017-2023 Model 3, and 2020-2023 Model Y, covering 2,031,220 vehicles in total. The NHTSA concluded that AutoSteer's controls were not sufficient to prevent misuse and did not ensure that the drivers maintained continuous and sustained responsibility for vehicle operation, and states that affected vehicles will receive an over-the-air software remedy. Fires. See also, plug-in electric vehicle fire incidents. Tesla customers have reported the company as being slow to address how their cars can ignite. In 2013, a Model S caught fire after the vehicle hit metal debris on a highway in Kent, Washington. Tesla confirmed the fire began in the battery pack and was caused by the impact of an object. As a result of this and other incidents, Tesla announced its decision to extend its current vehicle warranty to cover fire damage. In March 2014, the NHTSA announced that it had closed the investigation into whether the Model S was prone to catch fire, after Tesla said it would provide more protection to its battery packs. All Model S cars manufactured after the 6th of March 2014 have had the 0.25-inch 6.4mm aluminum shield over the battery pack replaced with a new 3-layer shield. In October 2019, the NHTSA opened an investigation into possible battery defects in Tesla's Model S and X vehicles from 2012 to 2019 that could cause non-crash fires. Autopilot crashes. See also, list of Tesla autopilot crashes. A Model S driver died in a collision with a tractor-trailer in 2016. While the vehicle was in autopilot mode, the driver is believed to be the first person to have died in a Tesla vehicle in autopilot. The NHTSA investigated the accident but found no safety-related defect trend. In March 2018, a driver of a Tesla Model X was killed in a crash. Investigators say that the driver of the vehicle had his car in self-driving mode and was using his phone to play games when the vehicle collided with the barrier in the middle of the freeway. Through investigation, the NTSB found that the Tesla malfunctioned due to the system being confused by an exit on the freeway. According to a document released in June 2021, NHTSA has initiated at least 30 investigations into Tesla crashes that were believed to involve the use of autopilot, with some involving fatalities. In early September 2021, NHTSA updated the list with an additional fatality incident and ordered Tesla to hand over all extensive data pertaining to U.S. cars with autopilot to determine if there is a safety defect that leads Tesla cars to collide with first responder vehicles. In late September 2021, Tesla released an over-the-air software update to detect emergency lights at night. In October 2021, NHTSA asked Tesla why it did not issue a recall when it sent out that update. In June 2022, NHTSA said it would expand its probe, extending it to 830,000 cars from all current Tesla models. The probe will be moved up from the preliminary evaluation level to the engineering analysis 1. The regulator cited the reason for the expansion as the need to explore the degree to which autopilot and associated Tesla systems may exacerbate human factors or behavioral safety risks by undermining the effectiveness of the driver's supervision. A safety test conducted by the Dawn Project in August 2022 demonstrated that a test driver using the beta version of full self-driving repeatedly hit a child-sized mannequin in its path, but there has been controversy over its conclusions. Several Tesla owners responded by conducting their own, independent tests using children, and released a statement warning against the practice. Software hacking. In August 2015, 2 researchers said they were able to take control of a Tesla Model S by hacking into the car's entertainment system. The hack required the researchers to physically access the car. Tesla issued a security update for the Model S the day after the exploit was announced. In September 2016, researchers at Tencent's Keen Security Lab demonstrated a remote attack on a Tesla Model S and controlled the vehicle in both parking and driving mode without physical access. They were able to compromise the Automotive Networking Bus, CAN bus, when the vehicle's web browser was used while the vehicle was connected to a malicious Wi-Fi hotspot. This was the first case of a remote control exploit demonstrated on a Tesla. The vulnerability was disclosed to Tesla under their bug bounty program and patched within 10 days, before the exploit was made public. Tencent also hacked the doors of a Model X in 2017. In January 2018, security researchers informed Tesla that an Amazon Web Services account of theirs could be accessed directly from the internet and that the account had been exploited for cryptocurrency mining. Tesla responded by securing the compromised system, rewarding the security researchers financially via their bug bounty program, and stating that the compromise did not violate customer privacy, nor vehicle safety or security. Later in 2019, Tesla awarded a car and $375,000 to ethical hackers during a PWN20 Model 3 hacking event. In June 2022, Martin Herfurt, a security researcher in Austria, discovered that changes made to make Tesla vehicles easier to start with NFC cards also allowed for pairing new keys to the vehicle, allowing an attacker to enroll their keys to a vehicle. Phantom braking. In February 2022, Tesla drivers have reported a surge in phantom braking events when using Tesla Autopilot, which coincides with the automaker's removal of radar as a supplemental sensor in May 2021. In response, NHTSA has opened an investigation. In May 2023, German business newspaper Handelsblatt published a series of articles based on a trove of internal Tesla data submitted to them from informants. The 100 gigabytes of data contain, over 1,000 accident reports involving phantom braking or unintended acceleration, as well as complaints about Tesla Autopilot. Dutch authorities responded by saying they were investigating the company for possible data privacy violations. Driving range performance. Tesla has received thousands of complaints from owners that the driving ranges of their vehicles did not meet the ranges advertised by Tesla or the projections of in-dash range meters. When service centers were overwhelmed with appointments to take care of these issues, Tesla established a diversion team to cancel as many appointments as possible. Customers were told that remote diagnostics had determined there was no problem and their appointments were cancelled. The company has been fined by South Korean regulators for its exaggerated range estimates. Vehicle sales. In 2023, Tesla ranked as the world's best-selling battery electric passenger car manufacturer, with a market share of 19.9%. Tesla reported 2023 vehicle deliveries of 1.8 million units, up 38% from 2022. In March 2024, Tesla produced its 6 millionth car. In Q4 2023, BYD took over the top spot for EVs shipped, but Tesla regained the title in Q1 2024. Sales are getting negatively impacted by Elon Musk's support for Donald Trump. Production and sales by quarter. See also, History of Tesla, Inc. Timeline of production and sales. 100,000. 200,000. 300,000. 400,000. 500,000. 2012. 4. 1. 2013. 3. 4. 1. 2014. 3. 4. 1. 2015. 3. 4. 1. 2016. 3. 4. 1. 2017. 3. 4. 1. 2018. 3. 4. 1. 2019. 3. 4. 1. 2020. 3. 4. 1. 2021. 3. 4. 1. 2022. 3. 4. 1. 2023. 3. 4. 1. 2024. 3. 1 Model S. 2 Model X. 3 Model S/X. 4 models other than 3/Y. 5 Model 3. 6 Model 3/Y. Tesla deliveries vary significantly by month due to regional issues such as availability of car carriers and registration. On the 9th of March, 2020, the company produced its 1 millionth electric car, becoming the first auto manufacturer to achieve such a milestone. In the third quarter of 2021, Tesla sold its 2 millionth electric car, becoming the first auto manufacturer to achieve such a milestone. In the first quarter of 2023, the Model Y became the world's best-selling car, surpassing the Toyota Corolla. Finances. For the fiscal and calendar year 2021, Tesla reported a net income of $5.52 billion. The annual revenue was $53.8 billion, an increase of 71% over the previous fiscal year. Of the revenue number in 2021, $314 million came from selling regulatory credits to other automakers to meet government pollution standards. That number has been a smaller percentage of revenue for multiple quarters. Tesla ended 2021 with $17.6 billion of cash on hand, down $1.8 billion from the end of 2020. In February 2020,